AQUABIZ, all the best knowledge for aquatic system.
Let's start with the first one, Mr. Mac. So, are you ready? The floor is yours now.
Thank you. Thank you for everyone. I'm very honored to sit here to join these grand events. Even today, I cannot represent my country, but you know why? And I think I'm the youngest on the table. But when I went into industry, every old generation, every mentor of mine told me, Max, it is Thailand people brought the shrimp culture industry to China. So I believe the first shrimp seed, it's come from Thailand. So personally, please allow me to say thank you to Thailand people here and very glad to meet you here. Now I start to share the situation of China shrimp country with you here. I put the vitamin production data of China in recent years. This is only vitamin, not included giant prawn, river prawn, crawfish, and monodon, only vitamin. So from 2021, 2022, 2023, this year, the total vitamin culture volume still growing up with total volume around 1.3 million tons per year to achieve 1.55 million tons per year. And in the top of the dark blue column, that is greenhouse culture model, which is the representative cultural model in China now. Has sustainability, stable, and high successful rate. So we can say even the volume will be dropped this year in 2024, but the greenhouse culture mode still growing up from 0.3 million tons per year to 0.38 million tons per year this year. And for 2025, we still don't know what will be the volume yet. Because since 1990s or 1980s, China has the shrimp culture industry. This industry is fully driven by domestic consumption. So the volume of production is 100% connected to the domestic consumption, and the demand of domestic consumption to the economic situation. So everybody knows this year the economy has downturn, so the demand is going down and the production is going down a little bit. Every people say that imported shrimp from Ecuador or other countries affect the China production. It has some effects, but the key reason is the demand. And here I put a map about the migration of shrimp culture in China. So I just mentioned maybe it's Thailand people brought the first shrimp seed to China, and that is in the southern part of China, Guangdong, Hainan, and Guangxi province. So during 1980s, the shrimp has been cultured in the southern part of China, but only southern part of China, because the vitamin need the high temperature, warm water, and during that time, only one crop can be cultured in China. So before 2012, the major production regions in China is the southern part, Guangdong, Fujian, southern Fujian, and Hainan. And after 2000s, they start in 2 crops or 2.5 crops. After 2012, suddenly, some people create a greenhouse culture mode in in Tianjin, the northern part of China. So the shrimp went from south to north and cultured in the greenhouse. After that time, the Vietnamese culture blooming in China. Now, start from 2023, because of the whole nation would like to eat shrimp, and shrimp is a beautiful food in the grand events like wedding celebration, meeting celebration. So the western part of China, they want to eat shrimp, but delivery from south and east to China, it takes around at least 2 days. So they say, why not? Why culture Vietnamese in the desert? And the scientists say, in the desert, the solid is not good for growing rice and wheat because it has too much alkalinity in the solid. So why we don't use this alkalinity to grow in Vietnam? At least they successful, and 1 and 2 crops have been harvested in the west and north part in China. For an overview of shrimp culture industry, Vietnamese in China. And we have so many cultural modes, so it's hard to have an average data because the range and difference between different cultural modes is so huge. About the genetic line, all brood stock which is available in the world is available in China, and some domestic brood stocks like Haida Group, they have been working in brood stock around 13 to 14 years, and now they have stable brood stock and strains. And about the Vietnamese feed, there are 2 million tons feed produced in China per year, with over 50 plus players, and 99% of the feeds produced in China, even it's owned by different owners like Chinese owners or American owners, Thailand owners, but the facility is in China. Another farm care product like the probiotics, PSB, it has 4 main classifications with thousands of SKU. These 4 main classification is bottom treatment, water treatment, healthy care, and special functions. I think friends beside me are familiar with products. And production per hectare per year, you see it's a huge difference from 3 tons to 120 tons. Depends on the cultural mode. If a successful cultural mode can have 3 crops a year, it can achieve 120 tons per hectare per year. And production efficiency ton per million PL. The farmers observing the shrimp not in good condition, they just release the water. And here I calculated production efficiency. The unit is kilo shrimp per cubic meter water consumption. Since 2020, China government has very strict environment policy for shrimp growing. So now we calculate the data. Kilo per cubic meter water consumption means that we consume 1 cubic meter, how many kilos shrimp we can produce. And for the traditional earthen pond with 2% daily water exchange, it can produce 0.415 kilos of Vietnamese. And going to pond with high water exchange has 15% daily, it produces 0.525. And this cultural model, the number 2, 0.525, it was very popular in the 2020, from 2000 to 2010. It's popular, but it brings a lot of problems of pollutions. And indoor system with high water exchange, around 25% daily, it produced 0.550 kilos shrimp. And now the greenhouse culture mode with 6% water exchange daily, 1 cubic meter water consumed, it can produce 0.56 kilos shrimp. So the kilos of per cubic meter water is growing and growing, means that the efficiency is improved and the water is saved. And here it's a map. In the left side, it's an overview of the greenhouse culture mode. It's uniform designed and constructed with 400 square meter per shared and covered by HEDP, the plastic cover, and fully individual. No water exchange, nothing exchanged between different units. And in the right side, the more detailed pictures, and some of the greenhouse was constructed beside the sea and the coastline, so the wind electricity also applied beside the farm to save the energy cost. And here is the inside picture of the greenhouse culture mode. It has a bridge. We call it bridge across the middle of the greenhouse, and people can work inside, do the manual feeding, and beside the bridge we can see tubes that is for rotor blower to have the oxygen, and the feed trails was there, and people can observe the shrimp eating feeds. So when the temperature is around 6 degrees outside, inside the air temperature is 30 degrees with water temperature 25 degrees. And even it's negative outside, the water temperature can achieve 24 or 25 something. So as long as this greenhouse culture mode applied, there is no more climate limitation in China for viniculture. So in winter, there was viniculture in China now. And another thing I have to highlight is the strict environmental policy in China. Here is discharge standard for water from aquaculture ponds, especially for viniculture in greenhouse. And every mayor or not mayor, captain of the country or village is the first person take charge of the discharge water release. That means if the environment department observed secretly water releasing in your village, there will be fired or be punished, something like that. And here is the greenhouse culture mode, the data. The size of the shed is around 400 square meter per shed with water depth 0.8 to 1 meter. Stocking density around 120 to 180 per square meter. And shrimp output per crop per shared kilo around 800 to 1,500 kilos. Its wide range depends on the operation and the strategy of the farm. Sometimes they want small size for urgent harvest, sometimes they want big size. And production per crop, metric hectares, is around 20 to 40 tons per hectare per crop. Crops per year can achieve at least 2 and highest 3. And success rate is around 70 to 8. So this successful rate means normally the problem happens in the early stage before DOC 30. So mainly this caused by the fry problem. And feed FCR around 0.9 to 1.2. Yes, here is the cost analysis and the composition of greenhouse culture mode in China. Fortunately, this mode is more stable and operational, so I can have an average data. The land rent is a big cost of this with 0.56 USD per kilo. Next one, seed 0.28 and feed 1.53 USD per kilo, and farm care products 0.55. I think the farm care products cost in China is the highest in the Asia. Electricity and water cost 0.55 USD per kilo, and labor cost 0.27. So the total cost is around 3.74 USD per kilo shrimp. And if we really have power, can control the land cost, what we call the rental cost, the cost can be like 3.1 or 3.2 US dollar per kilo something for the domestic Vietnamese shrimp culture. It has two challenges. First is the successful rate of traditional culture. This model is, we call it backyard. It's like couples or family have several ponds with 0.5 hectares or 0.8 hectares. I do this aquaculture for my daily life. So the technologies, informations, and operations are limited. The owners was not well educated and mind is limited. Don't have enough information for the fry technology products of the farm care, of the feeds. So the success rate is hard to control. This is challenging, but this cultural mode contribute over half amount percentage of the total Vietnamese in China. Second challenge is cost of greenhouse culture mode or other indoor system. These culture operations are 100% investment behavior. This is not backyard behavior anymore. So the technology, the fry and the information and money are no longer the limitation. They have reach of money, they have reach of information. So the challenge is the cost and the efficiency for this cultural mode. The major competitor is Ecuador. Yeah, we have same competitor. And so this is two challenges for different cultural model, or we call different business behaviors in China. Thank you everyone. This is last one. Anyway, price is the biggest challenge. This year demand is limited by economic downturn. Thank you everyone. Thank you very much.